Hello, Durud and Shalom. We'll be live.
Hello. Welcome back, everyone. What a day it has been today. So
Okay.
the
Yeah.
clock is ticking
Yeah.
and the margin for error is razor thin at the moment, and the entire Middle East is sitting on a powder keg and it's about to blow. So, first of all, we're going to talk to you guys about Donald Trump's most recent statement about the postponing of strikes and who asked him to do that. Then we are going to cover that there have been air defenses activated amongst multiple cities in Iran with drones. And there are clips from the Islamic Republic state media that we are going to go over that will give you guys a better insight to how it is inside Iran right now.
Okay. This just happened, by the way, right? This has just happened a few minutes ago. And I'm really eager to hear what your opinion about it is. So President Trump just posted this. What do you want to do first? Should we read it?
Yeah, read it.
Okay. So guys,
yeah.
You want to read it first? You want to read
Sure.
it yourself or okay, go.
So President Trump posted, "I've been asked by the Emir of Qatar, Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, and the President of the UAE, Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan." I said Mohammed like 4 times there, I think. To hold off on our planned military attacks of the Islamic Republic of Iran, which was scheduled for tomorrow. In that serious negotiations are now taking place, and that, in their opinion, as great leaders and allies, a deal will be made, which will be very acceptable to the United States of America, as well as all countries in the Middle East and beyond. This deal will include, importantly, no nuclear weapons for Iran. Based on my respect for the above-mentioned leaders, I have instructed Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Daniel Kane, and the United States military, that we will not be doing the scheduled attack of Iran tomorrow, but have further instructed them to be prepared to go forward with a full, large-scale assault of Iran on a moment's notice in the event that an acceptable deal is not reached.
Okay. So
he mentioned Saudi, the UAE, and Qatar multiple times. To respect for their leaders and everything. So what do you think about that first?
Well, I mean, I mentioned what I think about this in the discussion group. I'm with before I don't want to influence your view on. I want to wait after I want to hear your take before I tell people my take.
All right. So,
but also people in the chat, also please also give us your takes, because I'm gonna pay attention to what you guys are saying as well. I'm gonna highlight your comments, but go on.
Yeah, guys, we're constantly reading. By the way, Guy says he has an important update. So if you could share that, Guy, we'll read it for you. All right. So he started off the statement by saying, at the request of these countries. Okay. So we know Qatar is a bit more on the fence, but we know that Saudi and the United Arab Emirates have had it, and that they will most likely be joining the attacks. In fact, they already kind of have. And so for them to ask President Donald Trump to hold off when Saudi and the United Arab Emirates have already physically struck the Islamic Republic is really strange. And it tells me that it's either 1, not true, or 2, they want to get more ready, or 3, plans were leaked and they now have to adjust last minute. He mentions them multiple times, which also puts the blame on these countries. So everyone around in the Middle East will now be looking at Qatar, UAE, and Saudi if a deal is not made, and put that incompetence or blame on those 3 countries and not the United States of America. The deal itself hasn't really changed. He said no nuclear weapons for Iran. And even just yesterday, when he was asked a question by a reporter, President Donald Trump said, "At the moment, I am not open to any deal." And so he's just about had it. And then the next day, today, he comes off and he says, I've been asked to hold off on the strikes. I would like to believe that something was leaked or plans were changed at the last second, and someone is yet again getting fired, which is what Guy is saying. Plans were leaked. So what do you think?
So Guy is saying plans were leaked. Nilban is saying they didn't ask him to hold off, so they're agreeing with you. Also, Guy, in our discussion group, right before this, when he came here, Guy was the first person to point out that the UAE will obviously be never asking President Trump to hold off attacks. Like, I mean, if never say never, but it's like really hard to imagine. Is as so here's this would be more believable if it just said the Emir of Qatar and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia asked me to hold off our planned military attack on the Islamic Republic. If we just stopped there, we were like, okay, maybe. But the fact that it included the president of the UAE, Mohammed bin Zayed, also is on this list, telling President Trump to hold off the attack, makes it like, what the hell is going on here? We have been getting all sorts of information that the UAE was basically at the same level of Israel when it comes to trying to get President Trump to go all in and finish the job with the Islamic Republic. So how is the UAE all of a sudden like, yeah, let's hold off, please don't attack, let's get a deal done? So that's the part that Guy was and other people were bringing attention to in our discussion group that makes this not believable. And also, Guy in the chat has this information. You want to read this?
Channel 14 in Israel had an OPSEC violation, which means operational security, aka a leak, about potential plans for extracting the uranium today. The segment has been removed by the censors, and there's a discussion in the Security Council. Okay, so the extraction of the uranium means the nuclear sites near Isfahan, which is pretty much in the heart of Iran, making it a very difficult extraction operation. And that could make sense because these plans were actually leaked once before about the extraction of the uranium, and 3 top generals of the United States military were fired. So I can see that.
Wait, what is the source for this? I want to make sure we're not violation.
Well, usually the channel 12 or 13, 14 of Israel, they're generally accurate, but not always. So I don't put 100% trust in what they say, but
wait, but Guy, can you send us the source? Can you send me on Telegram the source for this information? Because I want to make sure. Source, yeah, we need source. Yeah, in servers, hey, can you actually look into this claim? Yeah, because I'm not seeing this anywhere. We need to actually. I sent you on Telegram. Oh my god, I'm so bad at checking my Telegram. Where are you? Okay, there you go. Oh my god, this is a big deal. Okay,
I also like the last part of this statement where they're going to go ahead with a full large-scale assault, which just actually confirms what we've been talking about for a while now, particularly what Jeffrey's been talking about. So let's take a look at this.
Well, this is in Hebrew. Let me get AI to translate it.
I can tell that the date is from today on the top left.
I'm going to use thinking model instead of fast model to make sure it gets it right. Oh, okay, but hold on. What is the Telegram? How do we even know this is real, Guy? Like, just because it has these, like, how could we verify this? That this is coming from, oh, what is this account?
Someone asked me to translate this.
We are translating it using AI here.
I don't speak Hebrew.
So wait, before we translate this, I want to go to Guy saying Daphna Liel is a longtime reporter. Okay. Yeah, so it came from her account. So let me read the translation to this. I just translated it using AI. So at the top, obviously, we have the emblem of the State of Israel, and then we have the Knesset. Date is May 18th, 2026, to MK Boaz Bismuth, Chairman of the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee. And it's a subject urgent convening of the committee. What is this? Of the committee plenum, or the subcommittee for intelligence. So that's just a subject. Okay, now we get into the meat of it. Okay, today Shimon Riklin published on Channel 14 allegedly classified information that could harm the achievements of the campaign in Iran and cause strategic damage to the future of the country. Oh wow. It can be understood that the information was allegedly passed to him by an authority well versed in the matter. There is a great danger that this classified leak could cause damage to Israel, the US, and also to the relations between the countries. Wow. And then it continues by saying, number 3, in light of the severity of the matter, we request that you convene an urgent discussion on the subject in the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee or in the Subcommittee for Intelligence. Sincerely, and here are the names: MK Elzar Stern, MK Ram Ben Barak. So wait, are you guys suggesting that the reason why the military operations were canceled, is this a suggestion? Is that the information was leaked and therefore they had to cancel the operations? Is that what you guys are suggesting?
Who did it say who leaked it?
Saying this is one potential explanation. Yeah, it did mention who leaked it. Shimon Riklin published on Channel 14 allegedly classified information that could harm the achievements of the campaign in Iran and cause strategic damage to the future of the country. So this confirms that an attack was planned. This shows that an attack was planned and ready to go. And then also said it can be understood that the information was allegedly passed to him by an authority well versed in the matter. So it's not named. And guy is saying we don't know who the source is.
So if it was leaked and that's true, then I guess President Trump would have come out and said what he said as a sort of indication to the regime that they don't have much time left, that Trump was actually going to attack. But we'll actually show you guys later the reply and the reaction from the Islamic Republic as well after we finish this.
I'm going to basically see if I could find information on this in the news in the past few hours.
He said,
is anybody reporting this, or are we the first people who is reporting this guy? Guys
so
are insider.
Yeah, we are actually. So as of 3 minutes ago,
nobody's talking about this.
Barak Ravid reported 3 minutes ago that Trump said, "I updated Israel on the decision to delay the attack on Iran." So Israel was a factor in this, which is tied to this document. So they leaked it on national TV?
No, it was okay, let me see. I think I should tweet about this.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay. So what? Let me see. How do I? Okay, you keep talking while I figure this out. Keep talking with the chat.
All right. So I, for one, am very annoyed at the response of the Islamic Republic to this. They have come out on their television, and we'll show you guys what exactly that looks like. But they have been coming out and saying that, of course, this is the 5th time that Trump has canceled or postponed strikes and he's changed his mind. It's because we, the Islamic Republic, are so strong. He's reconsidering everything, which is obviously not true. I do genuinely believe that the strikes were going to happen, and they still probably will happen. I mean, think about it. The Islamic Republic now knows, plausibly, at the very top, right? So their followers may be stupid, but the leaders at the top are not stupid. They know now that there is a very real possibility that Donald Trump will attack. So what they're going to do now is prepare for that. And since they already know, it would make sense for us to quickly rearrange our plans and to carry on with the strikes anyway. The shorter, the better. And if it doesn't happen within a short period, then it would be to your benefit to wait a long period. And we can't exactly wait a long period. So this has to happen sooner than later. The people can't really take much more of this economic strangulation. We do need them to come out. We do need them to take over the country, take back the country. And I am, for one, very curious as to who leaked this. But it would very much make sense, right? Because there's gonna be a ton of assets. There's spies, there's sellouts, all sorts of people who just hate Trump. And if you think about it, it would make sense for these people to wait until the last possible second to reveal their cards and to leak something, which means that we were on the cusp of the real deal, the real finishing blow.
Okay. Guy, how likely is it? Tell us in the chat, how likely is it, in your opinion, that this is the reason that this is all happening? And that, first of all, that this letter is real, and that this is the reason why the operations were canceled. How likely do you think it is? You know, he's saying no idea. Okay, people are asking what leak. Okay, I'll show you the leak again. And Sadata is saying the leak could also be a ruse, similar fake leaks done before D-Day. Maybe.
Before D-Day?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me pull up this. So actually, quite a
what,
yeah.
You know what
on.
what I could post. So guys, let me tell you what this letter is. Here, this is what I might post on X to just ask people. Okay. I say President Trump just announced a strategic pause on the planned military operation against the Islamic Republic, sharing that Persian Gulf leaders have requested time to negotiate a comprehensive non-nuclear deal. It is a massive development, but this newly surfaced document from the Israeli Knesset suggests there might be a secondary tactical reason behind the scenes. I put a question mark here because we're not sure. The attached official letter dated today, May 18, 2026, is an urgent request for an Israeli intelligence subcommittee meeting. It explicitly warns. It explicitly warns of a severe, allegedly classified intelligence leak broadcasted on Israeli television today regarding the campaign in Iran. The lawmakers warned that this leak could cause strategic damage to the operation and severely harm U.S.-Israel relations. Could this critical intelligence breach have compromised the operational security of the planned strike? Did a major leak out of Israel force U.S. military leaders to recommend a sudden tactical delay? Is it possible that the diplomatic window requested by Persian Gulf leaders is acting as dual purpose pause, giving the military time to reset a compromise plan while simultaneously exploring peaceful resolution? Which factor do you think played the bigger role in the sudden change? Okay, well, I'm not going to include that one. What do you guys think? Is that good? I think we should also mention where we got this letter. How do you spell the name of that lady? Because in the Telegram account of her, I could only see her Hebrew name. Here. I could fix this. So let's remove the super chat. Do you see other opinions from people in the chat?
People are pretty split. People think that it could be a leak. People think that it could also be a ruse.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking it as a question.
Oh man, to be a scheme, that wouldn't make much sense, because there wasn't like sure, everyone knew the strikes were going to happen, but they didn't know exactly when it was going to happen. This gives like a specific date, like tomorrow. So if it's a ruse, the only plus that you get out of it is telling the regime that you're really serious and they don't have much time. They have hours. But then the downside is, perhaps the regime is far more ready, which, I mean, they've already done their analysis. They've already come up with the net benefits of that. They told me to check Trump's Truth Social, and I did, and I didn't really see anything. Last thing was from an hour ago, endorsing
the one that we already shared. Wow. Guys, if this is the actual reason, we are the first people to report on it.
So they leaked it on national television in Israel, and then because of that, they had to convene a security cabinet. They told Trump. He stopped the strikes. But then the question is, who gave it to that news? Who gave it to channel? Was it 12? Who gave it to channel 12? They
14,
definitely know, or channel 14. So channel 14 knows who gave this to them, unless it was completely anonymous.
Wait, what is this? We have a new post by President Trump on Truth Social.
Is there? I just looked at it.
This video, is this about Iran?
Oh no, it's about him endorsing a congressman and trying to get rid of another one.
Okay, so we already shared this one. Oh no, this is. Oh my god, he posted some. Yeah, we already shared this one. This is the last one Iran related, so we already shared that one. Okay, so I'm gonna put the name of the lady. This was shared by Daphna Liel, a highly credible. Is she credible? Is she a credible source? The person who shared this letter? Daliel.
People are wondering what the leak said exactly. If you want to summarize for them. Okay. But yeah, guys, the new Trump Truth Social post is just him essentially crapping on Thomas Massie, which is the Republican who keeps voting against the Iran war.
So let me show you let me read the translation. Okay. Again, I'll read the translation one more time. Oh, where's my original translation? Why did I close it? Here, I'll bring it up again. Maybe I should include the translation. Okay. Nope. That one. Yeah. I'm going to translate it again. Translate it. Guys, I'll give you the summary and then I'll read the translation one more time. It basically, the leak letter just basically says Channel 14 fucked up and they gave up. They mentioned information about the attack that was already scheduled against the Islamic Republic. And here, I'll read it again. I'll read the important parts. Let me actually put the letter on screen. Okay. So I'll just read the important parts, the 1, 2, and 3 part. Okay. I won't read the subject and the signature. Okay. So it says Shimon Riklin today published on Channel 14 allegedly classified information that is liable to harm the achievements of the campaign in Iran and cause strategic damage to the future of the state. Well, this translation is different from the one that we had before. It can be understood that the information was allegedly passed to him by an authority well versed in the matter. There is a great danger that this classified leak is liable to cause damage to Israel, to the US, and also to the relation between the countries. In light of the severity of the matters, we request that you convene an urgent discussion on the matter in the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee or the Subcommittee for Intelligence. Again, this is not the same translation that I had before, so let me try one more time with my pro version of Gemini to translate it one more time. We are getting some other information. Oh my God. Okay. So guys, what do you guys think? Is this yeah, so guys, Daphna Liel is a highly credible and well-established source when it comes to Israeli politics. They, according to AI at least, she's a senior political correspondent at Knesset, Israeli Parliament, reporter for Channel 12 News, which is one of Israel's most watched and mainstream televisions. Guys, even if she's not not 100% credible. This is not something that somebody with that degree of prominence would just make up.
We do have a reporter who asked Trump a question about Iran today. There's a clip of that.
Okay, go do that. Bring that up. Oh, by the way, before you read that, tell me if this is a good post to make without, while being skeptical, just asking questions instead of making a claim. This is what I'm going to post on X, okay? So, and I mentioned her name as well in the post, okay? President Trump just announced a strategic pause on the planned military operations against the regime in Iran, sharing that Persian Gulf leaders have requested time to negotiate a comprehensive non-nuclear deal. Okay, but it is a massive development. But does a newly surfaced document from the Israeli Knesset suggest there might be a secondary tactical reason behind the scenes? Okay, let me actually remove "it's a massive development" and then put this over here. Okay, fantastic. And then say the attached official letter dated May 18, 2026 was shared by Daphna Liel, a prominent political correspondent for Israel's Channel 12 News. And then I'm not going to say that she's credible or not. I'm just going to say who she is. It is an urgent request for an Israeli intelligence subcommittee meeting explicitly warning of a severe, allegedly classified intelligence leak broadcasted on Israeli television regarding the campaign in Iran. The lawmakers warned that this leak could cause strategic damage to the operation and severely harm U.S. and Israeli relations. Could this critical intelligence breach have compromised the operational security of the planned strike? Question mark. Did a major leak out of Israel force U.S. military leaders to recommend a sudden tactical delay? Is it possible that the diplomatic window requested by Persian Gulf? No, I don't know. I think that's enough. I don't need to keep saying, because I think the Persian Gulf leaders, we don't even know that was like I think that was fake. That might have been fake anyway. So I'm going to remove that part. Is that good enough? A guy in the chat, is that good? Okay, Cat is saying, but what was leaked? What was said that it considered a risk? Yeah, guy, what was leaked? Also, Ali, see in the private chat, your call, okay? You decide. I'm good either way, so you call. Your call. We don't know what was leaked. Guy, do we know what was leaked? Okay. Guy, do you want to let me actually, maybe it would be easier if we just have Guy up here, huh?
Yeah, while you bring him up, I think the most likely scenario was, okay, so if there were going to be drones, missiles, and bombs flying in the air, this wouldn't really change anything because we know that the United States and Israel have aerial superiority. But if there was going to be a ground force to take out the uranium or to invade Harg Island, somewhere where the casualties could have happened, then the leak could have been about that. That would make sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she said.
Yeah, she didn't say. Oh, there we go. Guy is here. Okay, Guy.
Durud.
Hi. Durud. Do we know what was leaked?
So the segment has been deleted at the request of the censors, but from what I've been able to gather, apparently they said something along the lines of taking the uranium, like extracting the uranium would be actually easier than originally thought. It's not buried very deep or something along those lines. But this is secondhand. Like from what I was able to like scraps I was able to pick up, which to me, the people mentioned might be a ruse. Doesn't make sense as a ruse. Like you wouldn't say, oh, it's actually easier to pull out the uranium than we thought. Either like, regardless of what your plan is, that's not what you would say.
But also, I mean, why are they so hell bent on taking out the uranium right now before they blow the IRGC up? Why wouldn't they just take out as many IRGC as possible, wait for the people to rise up, then go in on the ground and take out the uranium? That would make the most sense to me. But
yeah, so I agree. I don't. For the record, I don't. I'm still leaning towards this is Trump trying to get them to get off the scent. Because even if this was leaked, like essentially what's going to happen is they're going to pay attention to the uranium, the spot where the uranium is. They were going to do that anyway. Like surely they were going to do that anyway. So I don't see how this meaningfully changes the operation. And I'm way more leaning towards this is Trump saying, hey, we're not going to attack tomorrow. We're really not going to attack tomorrow, to get them to think that, oh, okay, well, we know he's not negotiating with us in good faith right now, so he is going to attack tomorrow so that he'll attack tonight.
People in the chat are asking, what is the leak? Guys, we don't know what the leak was. We just know that someone reported that there was a leak, and that is perhaps causing the strikes to be postponed. We are theorizing that it could be about the extraction of the uranium.
Or guys, could this be a fake leak to make the Islamic Republic believe that there is a delay in the operation as a way to catch them off guard?
I wouldn't use Ricklin for that. Well, I actually maybe if it's someone from the government. There are other reporters whom I would use, though. Even on Channel 14, I would use like Bardugo, who's considered way more serious than Riklan.
But it just
Um,
surprises me that this is done on Israeli TV. You would think that there would be some official or some sort of, more credible source that comes out of it.
So apparently, we don't know where the leak came from, but the censors, like it was published without the censors' knowledge, and they immediately went to Channel 14 and said, "Listen, scrap the segment, don't upload it, don't do it. Like, this is not approved. You should not be talking about this." That's apparently what happened. That's why I was not able to find the segment on the Channel 14 website or YouTube channel rather.
All right. Well, Iranian,
the-
Iraqi, and Syrian airspace is still clear, completely clear, almost. What were you going to say, Armin?
No, I was gonna think. I'm gonna say, like, should I post this? Like, here, let me show you this. Should I post this? Like, I attached what Guy gave us. Oh, where did Guy go? Oh, here. Okay. And then I'm saying this urgent question regarding Iran. And then President Trump just announced a strategic pause on the planned military operations against the regime in Iran, sharing the Persian Gulf leaders have requested time to negotiate a comprehensive non-nuclear deal. And then I say, but does a newly surfaced document from the Israeli Knesset suggest there might be a secondary tactical reason behind the scenes? The attached official letter dated May 18th, 2026 was shared by Daphne Liel, a prominent political correspondent for Israel Channel 12 News. It is an urgent request for an Israeli intelligence subcommittee meeting, explicitly warning of a severe, allegedly classified intelligence leak broadcasted on Israeli television regarding the campaign in Iran. The lawmakers warned that this leak could cause strategic damage to the operation and severely harm U.S. and Israeli relations. That's correct?
And
right?
Yes, but an important caveat to make is that Channel 14 is like OAN, but way more popular. And like is
but the letter,
but
we're not relying on Channel 14's credibility.
No. So
I'm
not. That's not what I'm saying. The both MKs are part of Yesh Atid, and which is an opposition party, very much opposed to the line of Channel 14, and they do have an interest in discrediting Channel 14. So they would they could make more of an issue out of this than it really is for political reasons. Like we can't.
All right, but I'm not saying anything wrong here, though. I just want to make sure that what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, everything so far is accurate.
Yeah, it's fine because you're saying could this be? You're not saying it is.
Yeah. So, two questions: could this critical intelligence breach have compromised the operational security of the planned strike? Did a major leak out of Israel force U.S. military leaders to recommend a sudden tactical delay? Or two, could this be a fake leak to make the Islamic Republic believe that there is a delay in the operation as a way to catch them off guard?
Guys, by the way, no plans were shown on TV. It was just that this person went to the channel and told them that there was a leak. They didn't say what it was. And then the channel broadcasted.
No. Oh, no? No. The channel mentioned specific operative plans, which were apparently sending some special forces and so on, that the uranium would be easier to extract than originally thought or originally assumed. Something along like it wasn't, as far as I can tell, it wasn't really in a lot of detail, but it was operative plans.
That the uranium would be easier to extract than previously thought of. How's that even possible? I mean, Isfahan's in the center of Iran. You have to go to the heart of the country. It would take days, if not a week.
It's not as deep as originally thought, or something.
You have to bring in nuclear engineers, excavators, just clear out the tunnels, withstand missile and drone fire and ground forces from the IRGC, and then extract highly radioactive, possibly damaged uranium dust from hundreds of meters deep underground. And they thought that it would be easier than it could have been. Yeah, it's interesting. But I mean, you're right to leak. You're right to doubt the people who talked about this to two MKs if they have different what do you call it, political
I'm not
alignment.
saying that they're not honest. I'm saying that on the face of it, they would potentially have an agenda to make more out of this than it is.
All right. So if we zoom out, overall, it's more likely, as ridiculous as it may be, it's more likely that the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Saudi asked something rather than the leak from this channel having been the cause. Because if you guys remember, a month or two ago, these exact plans were leaked about extracting the uranium out of Isfahan, and a few generals were actually fired as a result of it. So this is not unheard of. This is not the first time we've heard of it.
For the record, I still think that this is a diversion tactic to get them to like lower their guard. And I think it's a double diversion. I think the point is either we're delaying, well, so it's going to be past tomorrow, and then they would think okay, like it's after tomorrow, or they'll think, oh, he's telling us it's not tomorrow, so it's actually going to be tomorrow, so let's prefer tomorrow night, and then it's going to be tonight.
How certain are you of that? Like, you seem so certain of this. Like, I admit to you that could be what's happening, but how certain? Like, how what makes you so confident that that's? I mean, I see the part that is, it doesn't make sense for the UAE to be against the military operations, but to just say based on that, this must be a diversion tactic, like, and be so short about it. Like, is
So
there
first of all, I'm not saying I'm not positive about this, but this is the option I'm most confident in. But
I mean, have we ever seen President Trump do this ever? Like, every time he does this trick to make people feel like there's not going to be an attack, and then he hits them, he hasn't been so. I've never seen him. If this is one of those tactics, this is the most, like, usually he has a way to basically suggest that, oh, that was what we were going for, but then all of a sudden this happened. This one makes it seem like he doesn't, I don't know, like, he hasn't been that obvious. I mean, if this is a lie, he hasn't ever lied like this before. Do you know what I mean? Not like this. Elaborate.
Yeah, so here's what I'm thinking. This is the third time that Trump is trying to get one over on the regime.
Right.
The first time was Midnight Hammer, where he said, we're negotiating, we're going to have 2 weeks. The second time, he didn't employ the same tactic. He modified it. I don't remember exactly what was the... Someone saying put my cam lower because okay. So is this better?
That's better. Yeah, much better. Okay.
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 The second time, I don't remember exactly what was the diversion, but he and also it was in the morning.
The diversion was the second time for Epic Fury. The diversion was like, oh, we're talking to them, we're getting to a deal, we're gonna have a deal, it's looking good, the negotiations are good, and then boom, Khamenei's dead, right? In fact, I have a video from the Islamic Republic itself saying that they didn't think that the Americans will be attacking because they were assured by the Americans that they're not going to be attacked. Actually, this will support your point. There's somebody from the Beit Rahbari, from the office of the Supreme Leadership, and who said that Khamenei would never risk the lives of his family and children like that. Like, he says, basically, he came out and basically said it's bullshit to say, oh, Khamenei was there out of the bunker because he didn't care about dying. Okay, because even if that was true about him, he was with his family and he wouldn't put his family in danger. And the reason why he was out of his bunker was because they were assured by the Americans that things are going well and that there's not going to be any attack. and that's why he felt safe to come out of his bunker. So, and this is coming from the regime. So if that is true, and I could find it and I'll play it for you guys. And this was reported by Iran, confirmed by Iran International as well. And oh yeah, I found it. I don't know if you want to hear this.
By the way, someone in the chat just said they saw Rickling's show today, and he made big claims that if they're true, they would definitely cause the cancellation of the operation. He would go to jail. I don't know which chat. I just saw it scroll by. But maybe they can say what it was that he said. Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Okay, but do you guys hear? Would that be worth to watch? Like you guys to see?
You should show that, and then we should discuss it. And then after that, we actually have clips from President Trump's interview from an hour and a half ago.
Okay. And then Ali, you lead the way. Sorry, we hijacked the show from Ali.
No, not at all.
Okay, so look at this. Iran International is saying, and guys, we see the super chats. At some point, we're going to get to your super chats, promise. But look at this. Members of Ali Khamenei's family remained at the leader's compound ahead of the deadly February 28th meeting because officials had been almost assured that no military action would take place as talks were nearing a deal. Nasser Rafi'i, a cleric close to the Supreme Leader's office and family, quoted Mujtaba Khamenei's father-in-law, Ghulam Ali Haddad Adel, as saying. So I'm not gonna, the video is too long, so I don't know if you want me to play it, but that's basically the gist of it. So اوج به نتیجه رسیدن مذاکرات بودیم. So basically the Americans were telling us that yes, a deal is happening. We're getting so close to having a deal with you guys. Don't worry. And then they killed Khamenei. So this shows that the Americans are like really, I don't know, a lot more like a lot of like President Trump is like fucking with these people more than a lot of people realize. So all of this might be the same, like as you guys mentioned. It might be the same thing. It might be a repeat of that.
And he can't do it the exact same way. Like every time something changed. So on that attack, he also attacked in the morning, which no one expected. Like he constantly has to find some way to lead them on the wrong trail, if that's what he's doing. And this would be a way to do it. Like, well, because all the weapons are here. And everything has been, and they can see everything. Right? It's not a secret that an attack was imminent. The only way I can think of to maybe get them off the trail, and by the way, I don't think this will work, but maybe get them off the trail is to say, listen, yes, we were going to attack. In fact, we're going to attack tomorrow, but now we're not going to. And for this and this and this reason.
I mean, do you think they will fall for this again?
No. Although I didn't expect them to fall for it the second time, so I really don't know.
Right. I mean, think about how stupid they are. They're admitting that the Khamenei came out of his bunker because Americans reassured them that they're getting close to a deal, and they fell for it. So that is crazy that they fell for it. Okay, Ali, sorry. I know you had plans.
Don't be.
Okay.
No, this is important. So just to be devil's advocate, I'll be the guy that says I think that the Persian Gulf Arab countries did ask Trump not to do this instead of this being it. But I also think that this could be the case. So going to Trump's interview from an hour and a half ago, we can see that he did take a couple of questions on Iran. Which one is this? I don't want to come into fruition. Okay.
Go ahead, on Iran.
Yes, follow up on Iran. Other countries have done this before. They have asked you to change course in order to they dangled a peace deal in front of you saying one was coming. Nothing has come into fruition. You mentioned this.
Well, a lot's come into fruition. We've taken a country that was going to have a nuclear weapon, and we've virtually destroyed its military. They have no navy. They have no air force. They've been virtually destroyed militarily. That's a lot. That's a big. We could leave right now. It would take them 25 years to rebuild. And the last thing they're thinking about I think, is nuclear. Now they have to put it down in writing. But when you say nothing, we've totally destroyed. Excuse me, from CNN. We've totally destroyed their military. We've destroyed their leadership. As you know, their leaders are gone. Their leaders are gone at the first level. The second level, we're dealing with half of the third level. And I think we've made a lot of progress.
Okay, that didn't seem too interesting, except for him saying that a lot has come into fruition. So let's actually take a look at another clip from the same.
So
a little bit about your post on Truth Social on Iran, and what was the decision that why you didn't attack?
Well, other countries have come to me and they've said we were getting ready to do a very major attack tomorrow. I put it off for a little while, hopefully, maybe forever, but possibly for a little while, because we've had very big discussions with Iran, and we'll see what they amount to. I was asked by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and some others if we could put it off for 2 or 3 days, a short period of time, because they think that they are getting very close to making a deal. And if we can do that, where there's no nuclear weapon going into the hands of Iran, I think, and if they're satisfied, we will be probably satisfied also. We've informed Israel. We've informed other people in the Middle East that have been involved with us. And, it's a very positive development, but we'll see whether or not it amounts to anything. We've had periods of time where we thought pretty much getting close to making a deal, and didn't work out, but this is a little bit different. Now we're ready going tomorrow, very big, and not something I wanted to do, but we have no choice because we cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So
What's your take?
you know what I
sorry, go
think? Like, the deal is still nothing's changed regarding the deal. We saw that the regime gave their proposition, their 5 points. The United States rejected it. The regime also gave their other version of 5 points, and the regime and the United States rejected it again. So even if the UAE, Qatar, Saudi, and then he said, and others have asked him to do this, there is no way that any of these Persian Gulf Arab countries who know the Islamic Republic very well would actually think they're going to get to a deal. And even if they did, would these Persian Gulf Arab countries want the regime to stay alive? Do they want a deal? It doesn't make any sense. So they didn't actually ask him to stop the strikes because they can get a deal. They must have asked him because they want to either get more ready, there was a leak, or this is deception and he wants to buy time until the weekend. Like, who knows?
Actually, that's a very good way of summarizing it, because we know that given the conditions of the United States and given the conditions of the Islamic Republic, we're so far away from a deal. So the idea of even Saudi Arabia, and forget the UAE, even Saudi Arabia and Qatar coming out to Trump and saying like, oh my God, we're so close to a deal. Like what universe do you live in, right? So it just doesn't make any sense. So it's either deception to catch them off guard. It was a leak and they have to reschedule. What was your third option? You had 3 options.
Or he's trying to buy time until the weekend.
Oh, no leak, no deception, to catch them off guard, just a little bit more time for the weekend. Okay. What do you think?
So someone also just said in the chat that they watched the segment and all that Rickling said was that it's not buried very deep.
That's
The
all
uranium?
that was said from the segment they pulled?
That's what the comment said. I don't know which chat it was in.
They mean the uranium, I think.
Yeah.
It's not buried.
Which, by the way, if that's true, then that would make Trump saying the only ones that can do it is the U.S. or China. That would be false, or at least he knows that when the regime says it, it's false.
You know what I've always thought? Mossad comes up with the most creative ways to destroy their enemies. And I highly doubt that after decades of infiltration into the Islamic Republic, with the massive surge of recruitment they've had this past year in Iran, and all of these plans and them being so competent, that we don't see another surprise like that.
Oh, I mean, Mossad will always continue to carry out operation, regardless of what happens with the Americans. One thing is for certain is that Mossad will never give up on attacking the Islamic Republic until there is no Islamic Republic. Like, we know that they will come up with more and more creative ways, for sure.
The chief of Mossad said as much. Even if
Yeah.
even if this is the end of the war, he said a couple weeks ago, we're not done with our job until the regime falls.
So if you guys
here-
are discouraged,
you guys
are discouraged by this statement from Donald Trump, just remember there is the golden rule that none of the negotiation points have been met by either side after months
Right.
of negotiating. And they have been only moving troops and equipment into the region and not out.
Also,
And
the
as of
blockade is
2
still on.
hours before, this statement, oh, we're getting close to a deal, Trump has just rejected their latest proposal. And he said, not enough, not close to enough.
Yeah, and also the blockade, guys. Don't forget the blockade. That, like, every single second, the Islamic Republic is hurting really, really bad. People keep treating the blockade as if it's not that big of a deal. It's like people want explosions. The blockade is doing like a lot of damage, more than certain explosions. But here, let me actually respond to the super chats. The leak could also be a ruse, similar fake leaks. Before D-Day. Okay, we read that one. For America's flag, original saying for a free Iran, Javicha, right back at you, and thank you for the super chat. Dominic saying the summed IQ of you three is off the charts. Oh my god, thank you, Dominic. I appreciate that. Oh my god. And Melissa saying, I think Trump is backing down. It's a ruse. Oh,
Isn't backing down.
Isn't backing down. Sorry, I was like, how is it a ruse if he's backing down? Okay, isn't backing down. I mean, that's what Guy said. Yeah. And then Nemo saying, I think to keep an eye out for this is so far away. I think to keep an eye out for not what Trump posts, but how many times in a series. It could be a key behavior indicator of if this is a ruse or not. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if the
I don't
number
know in
of
which
times
way,
President Trump. I don't know. I mean, you need to do a correlation analysis and basically factor out any external factors as well. I don't know if you could do that. We need to do a study. That could be a study that we could do. But yeah, maybe. Thank you, Nima. Leo is saying this may sound naive, but what difference will it make if IRGC expects an attack or not? USA, IDF. That's not actually, Leo. That's not naive at all. That's a very good question. Like, why do? That's actually a very good question. People are like, oh, we're trying to surprise them, make them not expect it. Like, okay, like they don't have an army, they don't have a navy, they don't have air defense. What difference would that make, right?
They
The only
have senior
difference-
officials that would base their hiding on when they think the attack would happen.
They also have, if they are going in to extract uranium, or if they're going in Karg Island, any sort of ground troops, if there's a notice ahead for the regime, then there's going to be more casualties for the US.
Wait, say it again. Sorry, I was thinking.
So if the regime knows that there's going to be something happening, they also know that the troops, the 82nd Airborne, Marines, whatever, are going to be involved, and that would result in more casualties, which is no. So that would make a difference.
Yeah. I mean, yes. I mean, you're right. Like, both of you are correct. At the end of the day, if the regime thinks that, I don't know, within the next 24 hours there's going to be attack, it's not like their capabilities are to a zero. They will do certain things that will prepare them and if they didn't do those things, the damage to them would have been significantly higher. So it always helps to have the element of surprise. And then yeah, so you were saying also UAE IDF crushes them either way. All odds are are in our favor. True, but again, you could make it even hurt more if they don't see it coming. But good question, Leo. Dominic saying, do not mess with the Zoltan. He's coming. Is that the movie of that IDF soldier? I think so.
Zohan, yeah. It's the original is Zohan. This
he
was
changed it?
modified. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what Zoltan
Thank you.
is referring to though.
Okay. Maybe it's just a bit. Yeah. Dominic, thank you for the super chat and saying, and Cyber Coaching is saying Iran will kamikaze attack if they know about it.
Kamikaze. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna like
They're not
put
that
on a
brave,
giant
like,
vest, but like what they are gonna do is they could show the world. Here's why I think that the regime is going to use everything they have this time. If they do cause just as big of a like disruptance and disrupt. How do you say what? Is that even a word?
Disruption.
Disruption. Oh my god. So you're better at English than I am. Better disruption in the Middle East, like before or even bigger. That signals to everyone, especially the political climate in the United States, that the Islamic Republic cannot be touched. They will survive no matter what. So they're going to go all out.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many things the Islamic Republic could do if they think that they are like, I know that, yeah, I was just saying that they have no army, they have no air defense, they have no air force, they have no navy, and all of that, but they still have like chemical weapons that they could just like unleash upon their own people or upon their neighbors. They could still, dump a whole bunch of oil in the Persian Gulf. They could. There's so. I mean, I don't want to give you any ideas, but I could think of so many things that would be devastating. Here's one thing: if I was the Islamic Republic, and I think that, this is it, they're coming, it's over, I would bomb the Bushehr nuclear facility, making that entire area radioactive, I would make the Persian Gulf completely radioactive, and be like, whoopsie, it was an American, like, look at this. I wouldn't say whoopsie, I would like, it was an American missile. Look what the Americans are doing. Like, get the whole world to stop the Americans. Look what they did. I will make the whole, like, a lot of areas completely radioactive and say it was because of the Bushehr nuclear power plant airstrike. So I think actually there's a lot of things that the Islamic Republic could do, and I think the Americans and the Israelis know exactly what that list is, and if they ever want to topple the regime, they have to do it so surprisingly that even actions like those could not be taken. So yeah, actually, now that I think about it, we do need the element of surprise. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? what the hell? What is no? Okay. All right.
By the way, guys, while we're at LOL, I'm also about to open up a channel. It's going to be have a lot to do with Israeli politics, but also geopolitics in general, some philosophy as well, especially epistemology, which is like how we know things and whether we know that we know and stuff like that. And I'm going to have better equipment.
Okay.
What?
Are we going to do the school segment thing that we do with the before my segment? Okay.
So we'll have to figure out the time.
Because if it's Israeli, I know you're a night owl, but it has to work for Israeli people if you're going to focus on Israeli politics, okay?
Yeah.
So you have to do it at the time that they're awake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, but my @project to be determined is the name of the channel. So feel free to subscribe now.
Let's talk about the name of your channel, because I don't know. I think maybe we could, like, are you open to change it, or this is it?
I am. I can explain the rationale behind it if you want.
Well, not right now. Let's talk.
Yeah,
later.
yeah. It's this. This is Ali's show.
It's our show.
No, but let's figure something out, because we could. I'm just trying to figure out if we do it the segment before my segment, and how do I? Because I want to do like I want to figure out how to bring subscribers to your channel. So let's discuss that. Let's figure that out. Okay. And people are already subbing. Omid already subbed. Oh,
Great.
hi.
Really, thank you to everyone who's subbed already. But I am aiming for non-Israelis. So like it's going to be an English channel.
Oh.
It's going to be explaining Israel to non-Israelis. Also like contextualizing some things. Maybe helping people have arguments for why Israel is actually not the devil. And yeah, it's going to be all in English. It's going to be a bunch of topics. I actually have a video lined up that I can upload, which is the philosophical and symbolic underpinnings of professional wrestling. Conversation, a 2-hour conversation that I've had, which is really
That's
out
not
there.
very
It's not-
political, though, right?
No, it's more philosophical.
Okay.
So it'll have a bunch of different topics.
Okay.
Guys, Armin's creating an army.
And Armin.
Yeah. Armin
Okay,
army.
I'll post a link to your channel in the chat
Great.
for
Thank you.
people. Okay. All right, Ali, what do we have?
All
What
right.
updates?
Guys, remember to please subscribe. I'm at 700 subs and we're trying to get to 1,000.
yes.
Yeah, let's get him to
But
1,000.
What I'm going to show you guys here is look at what's going on. This is all of the United States Air Force activity today from Europe to the Middle East. So if you see planes leaving the Middle East, and they're pointing towards Europe, that's a good thing. They're going there to pick stuff up and then bring it back.
Ooh.
So I'm just saying, we're not bringing stuff out, we're just adding. And yeah, I'm not worried, and neither should you guys. There's going to be a lot of noise. There's going to be, you guys are always going to think about the possibility of what if, but remember, you can ground yourself based on just the simple logistics. If you guys follow the money in any situation, you will see, like right there, that's a lot of money. That's billions of dollars worth of equipment. Follow the money, you will get to the answer.
And as Jeffrey said today in the discussion group, like this basically means, even if Trump is saying is telling the truth, this basically means that everything is ready so that he could go on an all-out assault tomorrow. So even if he does end up delaying it, first of all, and every day that the weaponry and everything is there costs a lot of money. And second, like it's not going to just all turn around and go away. Like he's going to use it. Question is when.
Yeah. Absolutely. We've had the same patterns, same talks right before February 28th. We've been here before. We've been in the highs and we've also been in the lows. Like this self-doubt, everything that you hear, we heard it before.
Yep.
Well, we better get
It's
started
exhausting,
soon.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
You want to see why it's exhausting? Here, let me actually show you this. Let's go back here. Let me move this. Look at this. This is the Persian Gulf right now. From Kuwait. From Kuwait. Look at this.
يعطيكم العافية. الدوحة
It's getting up.
الشرقية جايتنا بقعة
They're dumping so much oil in the Persian Gulf.
زيت ديزل نفط خام ما ندري شوفوها.
Anyways, actually, let me read what
Yeah.
he says. It's saying,
I
this is
speak
it.
Arabic. I can translate it.
Oh, wow! You speak Arabic? That's impressive.
Yep.
Saying this, but let me just tell you what the guy is saying. I could just say a Saudi commentator summed it up bluntly: "Nothing is safe from the Islamic Republic's evil, neither by land nor by sea." That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth going through the whole video. He says a lot of stuff like, "Look at this, look at that," you know.
Yeah.
So it's nothing of substance, I guess, beyond that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me give some people some context as to how that happened if they don't know. So on May 6th, the Islamic Republic dumped almost 40 square kilometers worth of oil. So that's like what is that, around like 20-ish square miles of oil, a little bit less than that maybe. What is the conversion? Like 1.6? So, I don't know. Anyway, you can see that this oil spill is twice the size of Kharg Island, which is not a small island. And that oil from May 6th till now has traveled its way down the Persian Gulf and has landed off the coast of the United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, and other countries. So that is what you saw in Armin's clip.
And also look at the security presence in the streets of Iran is also increasing again. We're getting more reports from inside Iran here. If I could, why doesn't it get added? Here, maybe I should go here, add it. Oh, there we go. I don't know why this is not getting added. Okay, let me stop the screen and then reshare it again. Sometimes it does that for some reason. Add to screen. Ali, did you?
What was that?
I don't know why this is getting added to the screen.
Oh,
Weird. Let me just do it this way then.
oh, there it is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but on this one, and this
I don't
one, it's
know.
not coming on here. Odd. Okay, I'll just do it like this then. Yeah, a heavy security presence and a gathering of government supporters were seen in Tehran's Enqilab Square, where armed forces were also deployed, according to a video sent by Iran International. Let me remove the widget from your head here. So every time we see something like this, where more security forces come to the streets, it's a sign that the Islamic Republic has heard something. Like basically, they have certain information that something is happening. But
You know,
again, I don't know if this is the case here or not.
oh, you know what I just thought? Okay, so the Interior Minister of Pakistan arrived in Iran like 2 days ago, unannounced. Could he have, maybe he had information?
Would the Americans trust him with information?
I mean, the Americans send the Pakistanis to Iran to figure out who's who, in my opinion, and like, that's what they do. And this time, when they went to Tehran, he asked to meet with Mujtaba, and he didn't get Mujtaba.
True.
Yeah.
Man, well, do you guys want to go on to the reactions of the Islamic Republic?
Yes. Yes.
All right, let me pull that up in a second. It's so
Also,
frustrating.
Let me read 2 super chats then. Cyber Coaching is saying super chat doesn't let me say. Oh, you have to say self deletion. Yes. So, and thank you for the super chat. And Amir saying a glorious trio, Avengers Assemble. Yeah. Thank you, Amir. Okay. All right. Let's see what you got.
All right. Share screen.
Let's see if you can.
So, yeah, let me see if I can try it.
It works for you. What the hell? Why does it not? Weird.
Okay. So in multiple channels, this is just one screenshot from a channel. They have been saying that, it's the 5th time that Donald Trump has canceled the war against Iran, implying that he's, scared and mocking him. So this is what they're saying. And I mean, in my opinion, like if I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a Basiji on before February 28th, President Trump says to the IRGC members, lay down your weapons or face certain death. And then he says, again, lay down your arms, you will be given absolute immunity. And then he starts after that, because like if I'm a Basij, if I'm an IRGC, I'd be really scared. After that, I'm going to start being like, oh, well, now he's saying Pakistan asked us to stop. Qatar asked us to stop. Let's talk. Let's get a deal. Let's do this and that. And so they're emboldened at this point. And we all know what language they understand. So we all know where we're going with this.
So look at the پنجمین عقب نشینی ترامپ از جنگ در برابر ایران. The 5th retreat by Trump from war against Iran. So, yep, this is what they would. They're going to tell the regime supporters that Trump chicken out, and that shows that we have the upper hand. Trump has canceled the attack on Iran that was supposed to happen tomorrow, and they're going to say, yep, so the regime is going to go now celebrate to the pro-regime Iranians. See, we told you so. We told you that we're defeating them. We told you that they're scared of us. They keep wanting to attack us, but they come up with excuses not to. That's because we're stronger than them.
In fact, they got so emboldened that they started going out into the streets and chanting.
Oh, wow.
And this time, they added something to their chant. So they're saying Mag Bar Emarat, which means death to the Emirates.
To the UAE.
Surely the UAE wants a deal.
Yeah, they're going to look at that and they're going to be like, yeah, we can reason with those people.
I honestly think UAE wants regime change more than Israel, or needs regime change more than Israel.
Why? More than Israel? Oh, man, you're right, actually. This is more of a, I mean, the Islamic Republic is an existential crisis to Israel, but it's also now it's also an existential crisis to UAE. The only difference is that the UAE doesn't have the defense capabilities of Israel and is closer to the Islamic Republic.
They need very short range weaponry to reach them.
Yeah.
And their entire business model is like Israel can survive being a country at war. UAE cannot. UAE leans on tourism.
That is such a good point. You know what? I'm going to turn that into video. I'm going to give you credit.
There's no way they would ask Trump to do a deal with the Islamic Republic. No way.
Yeah. You know, guys, speaking of the... Oh, sorry, you go first.
No, sorry. Amir is saying only Iranians want to get rid of the Islamic Republic more than Israel. Well, I mean, the Iranians would be number one. We're talking about non-Iranians. Yes. But go on. Sorry, Ali.
And speaking of the regime supporters, today there were actually a few different terror attacks that were launched around the world, including San Diego, California, where Islamists that were... as of now, believed to be linked to the IRGC, have carried out stabbings and shootings. So they're becoming very active.
Wait, what? Say that again? Who's doing stabbings?
Okay, so in Germany, in Turkey, Mersin, Turkey, which is a city there, a gunman believed to have been affiliated with the IRGC opened fire, killing 4 and wounding 8. In San Diego, California.
Really?
Yes.
When is this?
Well, this was today.
Oh my God.
At the same time, in San Diego, California, a gunman went to the Islamic Center of San Diego and has opened fire. A few casualties have been reported, but we don't have more information than that. Now, that's at the Islamic Center, so that's also a little bit strange. But at the same time, there was a London stabbing, and the court in London is also linking that stabbing to IRGC.
Okay, so Leo is saying that San Diego is Sunni, not Shia. That doesn't matter to the Islamic Republic. Hamas is Sunni, and it's a proxy of the Islamic Republic. So, I mean, they even... Wait, there are people... Did the people die?
It seems so.
Really? Holy shit! And this just happened?
Yeah, they're saying 2 people, age 17 and 19.
Wait, what the hell? This is big news.
Oh, they're saying the San Diego shooting was done by 2 teenagers. 5 died. The 2 gunmen were 17 and 19.
Do we
Holy
know
shit!
if
Why is this not blowing up all over X right now?
It just happened. It happened maybe 2 hours ago.
Tusi reported on it? I haven't watched the video yet. I saw the headline, the title. Do we know if the 5 dead include the gunman?
I wouldn't know.
Okay, someone says, Sarayu says, 3 adults died, both gunmen dead. Tusi reported.
Here, I have it. Hopefully this will come up if I add it to the... Okay, Ali, I'm going to send you the link. For some reason today, whatever I'm sharing is not coming up. So I'm going to
We can be on the side. It's not that.
No, I don't like
critical.
that. Here, Ali.
Okay.
I sent you a link. Share this.
Okay.
Able to
Why can't my videos show up on the screen? What the hell's happening? Okay, there
All
you
right,
go.
here it is.
Oh wait, let's go to. Wait, what? How come we're on this side? Here, I'll fix it. Wait, what the hell? StreamYard is acting stupid today. Here,
It's bugging out.
I'll just move everything around. This would be like that, and this will go over down here. Hopefully this will be fixed. Nope, it's not working today. Oh, let's just go here. There's errors today. Okay, show it.
hey Nicole, I
There
was
you
able to speak to the imam who runs the Islamic Center there in San Diego, Imam Taha Hassan, who I managed to get on the phone a few minutes ago. And he was able to give me a little bit more description of the school and told me that the school has about 200 or so students who attend that school. And he described for me what he had heard shortly after the shooting began, which he said happened within the last hour or so. The school has about 200 students. It has about 20 or so teachers. And this, according to him, and again, not yet from law enforcement, but according to him, there are 2 teachers or staff from the school, to be more specific, that have been killed as a result of the shooting. That is separate from the suspects that we're hearing about. This is according to Imam Taha Hassan, the imam of the school, saying that there are at least 2 staff members that were killed and a 3rd security guard that was also killed. So 3 total killed, according to the imam of the Islamic Center. And he was saying it was, a normal school day for the children and the staff. They were given an evacuation order. He told me that there was a church nearby that was able to open the doors and allow for some of the students to get out of this scene, this horrific scene. And he was actually on the grounds of the school at the time that the shooting happened. As of right now, he and all of the students are safe. But the update that he was able to give me just a few minutes ago was that at least 3 people, including the security guard and 2 staff members, were killed as a result of the shooting, Nicole. Hey.
Okay. Carolyn, Texas said that the 2 shooters, died from self-inflicted gunshots.
Wait, so 2. There are 2 teachers or staff from the school that have been killed as a result of the shooting. That is separate from the suspects. So this is at the Islamic Center?
Yeah, aka a mosque.
Okay, so wait, is this the one that you said is IRGC or no?
People
This
think that all of these terror attacks happening on the same day and generally around the same time are
Okay,
linked to the IRGC.
So we don't know that.
We don't know for sure. The only one that we know is linked to the IRGC is the London stabbing today, where the court themselves announced that there's an IRGC link.
So we don't. Why would the IRGC attack a Islamic center?
You know, this was actually what that Hashd al-Shabi, the Hezbollah, whatever it was called, Saudi, that the FBI just arrested. He was planning to do exactly these, just all across America, 20 different attacks.
Wasn't he planning to attack synagogues?
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Synagogues
Okay,
and amongst others. Yeah, but mainly Jews.
But not Islamic centers.
Probably not.
It's especially at the time that the Islamic Republic is desperately trying to act like we need unity to support the Islamic Republic. Like this would be the opposite. This would cause the opposite of what they're hoping for right now.
You're right.
Yeah. They're like, oh, the Islamic world support us. We're being fucked by Jews and imperialists. Muslims unite. So that's what they want to put out there. So this wouldn't serve their purpose. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, going back to the Islamic Republic, we have a video from Iran International. You want to take a look what it is?
Yep. While you bring that up, I'll do 2 super chats. Sarah saying,
Yeah, let's do it.
Ali and Armin, you're truly a dream team. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much for your always supporting us. And also, Sarah, I responded to your reforming Islam question. I don't know if you saw. I think I gave a very good response, so I hope you saw it. And then Sherry gave us a super chat saying, I'm sure the attackers were Pennsylvania, Amish, being sarcastic. Yes, I'm pretty sure it was the Amish. Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania and Amish. I think that's what you meant. Yes. Yeah, it's always the Amish. Got to be careful with the Amish. Can never be too careful with the Amish. And thank you, Sherry, with the super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Show us.
Be ready to be wowed.
ماشین عروس خیلی قشنگه چشات قشنگی میده
Oh my god. Oh my god.
آج آقا چه وقت عروسی گرفتن بود آخه اتفاقا الان وقتشه ماشین عروس چی میگه ماشین عروس ماشین جنگیه دیگه در شرایط جنگی ما همیشه آماده ایم هیچ وقت هم کوتاه نمیاد بهترین موقع از زیر بمباران به آمریکا بگیم هیچ غلطی نمیتونی بکنی ماشین عروس چی میگه ماشین عروس جنگی فکر می‌کنی ماشین عروستون اینجوری باشه نه ما میگیم آقا ما توی این تهدیدا هم برامون مهم نیست ما زندگی عادیمون رو میکنیم پرقدرت پای مملکتمون امام خامنه‌ای وایساد
Wait. All of that aside, how old is that bride? How old?
I don't know.
That's like a teenage. That girl's like 16 years old.
Oh,
If that.
16 is.
If that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well,
16 is old, like for these people.
this is great. I mean,
These are
look at
wedding
this.
cards, but look at that, guys. All of these, in every card that you're seeing, every single one of them is like a marriage. It's like a wedding.
Check out the license plate, Armin. Ruza John Fato.
Oh my god, they stole that from Murad Vaisi.
Wow. These are some insane clips. Okay.
Wait, I need to find this clip. I'm gonna show this tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll send this to you.
Okay, and can you send me also the image of the on TV showing that they're saying Trump checking that 5 times. That one too. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Did you want to translate this for people? Because I know the translation subtitles were actually pretty off.
Is it off? Okay, play it then. Wait.
Let's go there.
That was kind of an insult to the bride. Go back. Go back to the beginning. Play it. Oh, okay. The guy's so cringe. He's saying oh my god. He's saying the car is so pretty because your eyes see pretty. It's just being so cringe. Okay, never mind.
I don't know about you, but that's a dream wedding for me.
And like he say, Hajaga, like basically, why are you getting married now? Is this really a good time to get married? He's saying this is actually the best time to get married.
ماشین جنگیه دیگه در شرایط جنگی ما همیشه آماده ایم هیچ وقت هم کوتاه نمیاد.
Like, what does your wedding car say? He's saying the wedding car is just a military car. We're in the war situation and we will never back down.
کوتاه نمیاد. بهترین موقع از زیر بمباران به آمریکا بگیم هیچ غلطی نمیتونی بکنی.
He's saying this is the best time to get married because we're under bombardments and we're showing the Americans that they can't do shit.
Now, this is what every girl wants right there.
ماشین عروس چی میگه؟ ماشین عروس جنگی. فکر می‌کنی
Like, what does the wedding car say? The wedding car is full military. I don't know. Military.
Why do they keep
military.
asking that? That's so weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
فکر می‌کنی ماشین عروستون اینجوری باشه؟
نه.
Did you ever imagine that your wedding car would look like this? And she's like, no.
ما میگیم آقا ما تو این تهدیدا برامون مهم نیست ما زندگی عادیمون رو میکنیم.
Oh my god, you're right. She does look young. I didn't even notice it the first time. Like when she's looking at the camera, she looks like really young. Holy crap, you're right.
This is like 12 or 13.
Yeah, that might be 12 or 13 instead of 16. That's
Now that she moved her face and it's like it's not on a side view and we can actually see it, she looks younger than I expected.
wow.
Jesus.
Man.
تهدیدا برامون مهم نیست ما زندگی عادیمون رو میکنیم.
He's saying we're not afraid of all these threats. We will live our lives normally.
قدرت پای مملکتمون امام خامنه‌ای وایساد.
Wow.
Yeah, we use all our force. We are strongly standing by our country and our leader Khamenei.
Man. How old is that guy? That guy's like, he's in his mid-30s at least. And that girl is no older than 16. No older.
This is so effed up. Can we just get rid of them already?
No, we have to make a deal with them, guy. We can't. Why would we want to get rid of them?
Yeah. For the sake of the UAE, we have to make a deal with them.
guys, but just to be clear before people get pissed off, they don't think President Trump was serious with that message. They think that it was a ruse or something.
By the way, it's 2 a.m. now. Should probably
yeah.
out
Yeah.
and give you
thanks
back
for
control of your live stream.
Okay. And guys, sorry, I will talk to you about the arrangement that we're gonna have. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
All right. Good night, everyone, and subscribe to the channel. Project to be determined.
Yes, I will put the link again one more time in the chat.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Guy.
Good
Yeah.
night.
Bye. Good night. Sleep well.
Man. This is one of the worst ones, I think.
Yeah.
This is just
It's so messed up.
oh my god. Wait, Wait, give me 1 minute. I might be able to find something that I saw a few days ago. Yeah, I'll show another clip while we're waiting. Here, you should listen to this one. You're gonna really like it.
هدفهایی داریم اینجا هدفهای خوبی داریم به نظرم بهترین چیزی که میتونستیم به سمت شلیک کنیم الان در مقابل ما قرار داره. کدوما رو انتخاب میکنید؟ من به یاد زنان و کودکان مظلوم غزه و لبنان این سگ پس فطرتی که این وسط سمت راست وایساده.
So the guy on the right is saying, in the memory of the children in Gaza and Lebanon, I would choose this scumbag dog on the right, pointing to Netanyahu, to shoot at.
حالا این دوتا وزرای جنگشون که
this is live. So people were asking, this is live on Islamic Republic State TV in their studio on their national state TV. And so he's going to choose Netanyahu to shoot at.
ولی خیلی خب پس شما بیبی رو انتخاب کردید.
Okay.
اجازه ما دست شماست. بسم الله.
And then I want you to pay attention to what he's about to say here. Okay, ready?
ماشاءالله به تو. ماشاءالله مربی. خیلی خب ایشالله این تیر به هدف خواهد نشست. اگه اجازه میدید منم به یاد بچه‌های مظلوم میناب، به یاد کیان عزیزمون که هنوز پیکرش مفقوده و به یاد بچه‌های مظلوم جزیره اپستین این سگ زرد رو میخوام بزنم.
Wait, pause. So this other guy, the host, is saying, I don't know who Kian is, but I'll tell you who the two other guys is saying, in the memory of the children of Minab and in the memory of the children of Epstein Island, I am going to pick this yellow dog, meaning President Trump. I'm going to pick this yellow dog and shoot at him. So, yeah. And by the way, if you guys don't know, these people have bought into this conspiracy theory that Epstein was this Jewish Israeli agent that, trafficked children for Israel. And President Trump was basically abusing children on Epstein Island. So he's saying, in the memory of the children of Epstein Island, I will shoot at President Trump.
He didn't say President Trump. He said this yellow dog.
This yellow dog, yes. They always refer to President Trump as the yellow dog.
Jeez. So, but guys, I don't know about you, Armin, but I think we can make a deal with these people. They seem moderate. They seem more reasonable.
All right. You want to show him shooting at President Trump? Again, show your hands though. So you could see every time before they shoot, they do a Quran verse or whatever. They read a Quran verse and then they shoot. And YouTube, just to be clear, we're showing this because this is on the news and we're not carrying any guns. None of the streamers here are carrying any guns. And we don't endorse shooting at anybody and not at any of these politicians, obviously. We're just covering what's happening on the news. Yeah, Texas is saying they seem moderate. Yes. Right. Unbelievable.
Wasn't there a clip? I'm trying to find this clip of those little girls who were saying marriage is good, marriage for the Islamic Republic is the way. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen that.
I'm trying to find that clip, which I saw I think a week ago, but I'm pretty sure that girl that we saw marrying that 35-year-old guy was in that video. So I'm trying to find that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, wait, which scene is it?
Lior is saying I remember. Oh, people remember. What are you referring to? Like, and everybody in the
if you
chat
guys,
knows what you're
if
talking
someone
about.
can find it, that would be great because I'm doing my best, but I can't seem to find it.
No, guys, that's they're not playing the Nintendo Wii. Those are real guns. But they just don't have any bullets in them. But those are real guns in the studio. Yeah, why did they say yellow? Yeah, okay, guys. People are saying they got his color wrong. Okay, they're not referring to his skin because everybody refers to orange when they refer to President Trump. The reason why they call him the yellow dog is because of his hair. They refer to his hair. For them, the hair color is more unique than the skin color.
Okay, wait. Okay, I don't think this is the same person. Okay, but I found the clip.
Oh, what the hell?
Video. It was this video.
It looks exactly like her. Oh my god, she grew up by a year or two after in that.
So this
that looks
girl
exactly like her.
and this girl.
Oh my god. Oh, it's the glasses. It's a similar glasses.
Oh wait, sorry, went too far. Find this again. Okay, I think they're different people then.
They're different people. It's just similar glasses. I think it's different people. Yeah.
Wow.
It's the voice. Why is she talking? Wait, what is this video? I haven't seen it. Why is she talking?
You haven't
about
seen
Mary?
it? Okay.
Yeah. What the fuck is this?
That's what. Oh man.
What the fuck is this?
So that directly correlates into this. That is.
Wait,
this is the result.
Are they singing to old men to hold their hands and what the fuck is that?
Yes.
Why are these children talking about marriage and asking people to hold their hands while they were showing pictures of like older men? Like, what the fuck is what did I just watch?
And then they come and say, for the children of Epstein Island.
Yeah, that's that. Oh my god, the hypocrisy. Oh my god, unbelievable. Guys, I promise you, this is not normal in Iran. This is not normal in Iran. Like, Iranian people, when they see this, they're not like, of course. Like, Iranian people, when they see stuff like this, they want to puke. Like, this is what the fuck. I grew up in Iran, and I see that, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? All right, this is not normal for Iranians. I hope you understand that.
Wow. How do we get this off the screen? Which layout do we go to?
Yeah, I mean, we lost. Okay, maybe we should just make a new scene because that scene that we created before was just all screwed up. So let's go here and then add me back like this and then delete that other scene. There we go.
We're getting a report that the Pentagon is saying they were concerned that Tehran was becoming more effective at tracking U.S. air operations and improving its air defenses, which means...
Show. Where is this? What's the source for this?
The New York Times.
Oh.
Yeah,
Not the
I
best
know.
source.
Which layout should we do?
There's two. Okay, here. I'm going to call this layout share. So go to the share layout here. There you go.
This means man pads. This means like the shoulder mounted anti-air defense.
And reducing the elements of surprise. New York Times. Where is the New York Times claiming to be getting this from?
I don't know.
Yes, somebody's saying it's 50-50 with the New York Times. I mean,
I'm
New York
more
Times
than
just
like 80-20.
New York Times just recently came out and said that they're using dogs in Israel to rape Palestinians. Like the dogs are raping Palestinians, and I don't know, every single expert that, for dog training was like, yeah, you can't get dogs to do that. Like that doesn't make any sense.
You know, and additionally, I would like to show you guys a couple of things that happened in Iran today. So in southern Tehran today, you guys can see a little bit of smoke in the distance. Another gas leak, if you get what I mean. Or perhaps the work of Garda Javidan or Mossad.
Sure, it's
addition-
just gas leaks.
Yeah, it's probably just a gas leak, I'm sure. And there were also, yeah, so this was more of the wedding. But I'd like to show this. So over Keshm Island, which is in the Strait of Hormuz, there was air defense activity tonight. And that is because that there were US and Israeli drones scouting out the Strait of Hormuz. Not only Keshm Island, however, they were also scouting out the city of Esfahan, which is home to the nuclear site that they want to extract uranium from, where air defense was also activated tonight. So postponing the strikes, but also gathering information.
Interesting. Man, I'm so tired of waiting for this. I don't know. Just want to get it over with the Islamic regime. Who else in the chat is just like, let's just get it over with. Let's just blow some shit up and kill these fuckers. Who else in the chat feels like that? Is it just us? Or you guys are like, yeah, it's okay. We could wait this out. Yes? Yeah, I'm with you totally, Armin. Me, Melissa, over it. Me. Okay, yep. Right here. I'm just as that 100 times. Okay. Yep. I trust Trump. Nobody's yes. Me. Well, we all do. Everyone, Armin, and the people living in Iran are 1,000 times worse. True. Let's go. Yes, Sarato. Yes. People are saying yes. Set it off. Man, can't wait.
You know, the only other big piece of news was that Pakistan deployed 8,000 troops and a jet squadron to Saudi Arabia.
Oh yes. What is that significant in the middle of all this? Like how big of a deal is that?
I'm trying to figure out. So they made a defense pact with Saudi Arabia, the Pakistanis, and then they also sent troops
that's old,
earlier. Yeah, they sent troops earlier, but now they sent another 8,000 and another few jets. So, I mean, you know, guys, everything logistically points towards the renewal of the war.
Yeah. I mean, everybody thought it would be like, remember, guys, you guys in the chat, you thought it would be happening by now. For at least 40% of you did. So within 24 hours. So you got my hopes up.
They still have until tomorrow, though, right? Within 48 hours?
No, we said 24.
Oh, 24?
Yeah. Okay, so then there was another group of people who said, within 2 days. So we'll see. People saying, I don't trust Pakistan. Guys, you shouldn't be trusting any of these countries. It's not a matter of trust. It's a matter of interest. You have to see where everyone's interests lie and then judge what they would do based on their interest, not based on trust. Nothing in geopolitics should be based on trust. Everything should be based on evaluating every different group's interests.
What's a country that you think will be partnering up to have similar interests?
With us?
Yeah, like when
with coupling
Iran
the
is
two?
free.
Oh, when Iran is free, which countries would have similar interests with Iran?
Yeah, what would we do immediately?
Okay, well, number one country that we have the most alignment with in interest is Israel, and number two is United States. Right.
Yeah.
Number three would be militarily would be Ukraine. Economically, culturally, it would be Tajikistan. Culturally, number three, culturally would be Tajikistan. Militarily would be Ukraine. Obviously, number 1 and 2 would be Israel militarily. Economically, I don't know. Economically, who would be 3?
I don't know. But speaking of Tajikistan,
Yeah.
I talked about this the other day, but look, this is the presidential flag of Tajikistan.
Oh wow, that's the Deref Shikavyani.
Yeah, just yellow. So you're right. We are culturally similar.
Yeah, Omid, I'm not talking about the Tajikistan government. I'm talking about the people. We're culturally very, very close to the people of Tajikistan. Very close. Yeah, you probably UAE economically third, probably, maybe.
Do you think so? Do you think they would be do you think they would forgive easily?
Forgive what?
Because they don't really see us like I don't think they would immediately see
do.
a new Iran as like completely safe and
They're
trustworthy.
already putting lions and sun flags in their stores.
Are they? I thought they banned that.
No, the UAE now in their stores, they're removing all Islamic Republic flags and putting lion and sun flags.
Oh, great. But they want a deal though, guys.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see if I could find that.
All right, so the current situation, we have paused attacks for 2-3 days, maybe forever if they make a deal. So 2-3 days, huh? All right, Mr. Trump, if you say so.
Here, let me find you this image. Look at this. Let's go back here. Remove. I don't know if I could share finally I can share.
Nice.
This is in the UAE. Look.
Oh, that's nice.
Iranian red apples. And look at that. They on purpose went and found every single Islamic Republic flag in the UAE and replaced it with the lion and sun flag.
Wow. That's some expensive apples, by the way.
Well, how do you know? Do you know if they
Let
are?
me see.
I don't know their currency.
Dubai currency to dollars.
Is that what is that? Is that catch?
It's actually it's not expensive. It's $2.50 roughly.
But UAE is like dirham. It doesn't say
Yeah.
dirham here. Where is that? It says, I don't know. Oh, 1 catch. Oh, 1 kj. Oh, kj is kilogram. Okay. So 8.99 dirhams then.
And it's roughly $2.50.
Okay. For a kilo of apples? Is that expensive?
I don't think so. Should we make another poll and see what people think now?
Okay, let's do a poll. Yes, good idea.
You guys have a second chance.
Yes, second chance. New poll. What is the question?
When will the strikes resume?
When will the American and Israeli strikes on the Islamic Republic resume? Okay, what are the options?
We have
Within the next 24 hours. Okay.
then 48,
More than 24 hours, but less than 48 hours.
then we should
And
do what by the end of the week?
Well, like last time we did it wrong because there was a lot of overlap. Okay, so we have to say, okay, I should say later than, not more than. Later. So okay, less than. Okay, so later than 48 hours within a week. And what's the last option? Okay. After a week or never. Okay, so I think that's good. These are non-overlapping intervals that we created. This is a more accurate poll than last time. Okay, so that's the poll. Let's put it at the top right. Oh no. Top, bottom left. It's fine. It's blocking Ellie. Move. You could move. It's fine. Okay, there you go. All right, guys. So vote again. When will the American and Israeli strikes on the Islamic Republic resume? So put a 1 in the chat if you think that it's going to be happening within the next 24 hours. Put a 2 in the chat if you think it's going to take longer than 24 hours, but less than 48 hours. Put a 3 in the chat if you think it's going to take longer than 48 hours, but within a week. And put a 4 in the chat if you think it's going to take longer than a week or it won't happen at all. Wait, why am I not seeing the results? Are you seeing the results?
Yeah, I'm starting to see them.
Okay. It's not showing for me though, for some weird reason. Okay. Oh yeah, I see it on my YouTube though. I don't see it on StreamYard. Yeah, okay. Wow, it's pretty equal.
Ooh, later than 48 hours, but within a week is winning.
Interesting. Guys, somebody put an, I don't know if this will count. Somebody put a Persian or Arabic 2. I think you have to put English 2s. Yeah, you have to put 2 in English. The Arabic font would not count. 3, yeah, 3 would mean on the weekend, by the way, guys. If you think it's going to happen on the weekend, that would be 3. So that's why 3 is getting so many votes, because people are thinking weekend. Okay, Roman Viking, I don't know why you voted 5. Okay. I don't know what 5 is. 42. Roman Vikings now is voting for 42. Okay, look at that. Yep, the number 3 is winning big.
Yeah.
Oh, Ali, notice how yesterday when we had a poll, within 24 hours had the most votes. And now, within 24 hours, has the least votes.
Interesting.
Ooh, interesting.
Very scientific of you guys to make new conclusions based on new evidence or new data.
Also, I hope that given that you were wrong last time, you're wrong this time, and it's going to happen within the next 24 hours. Like, yeah, actually, guy, given your record, don't vote for 1, so that maybe 1 would happen. Oh my God. Don't lose faith. Yes.
Yeah, you know, there's an 8-minute or there's a 7-minute interview of General Clark, who was the former Supreme Commander of NATO. And he's pretty much saying you know, at the end of the day, we can bomb them as much as we want, blockade them, everything, but it's going to have to be to the Iranian people to take over and conduct regime change. And, you know, it's in our best interest to help them, because unless, you know, the country ends up like an Iraq or another country.
Yeah, sorry, that was my alarm. Wait, they were concerned about the Iran becoming like Iraq if they do go bomb. Who said that?
Yeah,
That's like a
so
special-
General Clark, which he was on Piers Morgan with Goldie, and he's on our side. Basically, he's just saying that we should be helping the Iranian people. It's in our best interest to help them secure the future of Iran, because you don't want them to end up like a country like Iraq or any like other one.
Yeah, we're never gonna be like Iraq.
Yeah, we're never going to be like that.
Yeah. Okay, let me stop the poll to see the results. Okay, so the results: 41% voted later than 48 hours. 26% voted later than 24 hours, but less than 48 hours. And then 22% after a week or never, and then 12% within 24 hours. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
now that I think about it, the reason why he mentioned UAE, Qatar, and Saudi, maybe even if they didn't ask him to actually stop the strikes, and this is ridiculous, right? But I think he was trying to signal to the Islamic Republic that, like, they're on your side, like they're trying to help you. Don't hit them that much, or at least don't hit their sanitizing, like the water desalination plants. Which, I mean, I don't know why he would try to do that, because they hit the UAE like more than they hit Israel. But
You know, the thing is that the Islamic Republic could do so many things. And even if that's why the Americans, even if they have been weakened so much, I understand that. But we still have to understand that the Islamic Republic could, with very little force, it's easy to cause catastrophic amount of damage to, you know, the environment, to the people who live around the Persian Gulf. So I understand why you know, as much as I want the attacks to happen really, really fast, I understand the delay into getting it right. Right? Remember when Operation Epic Fury started? So many people, including us, wanted it to happen earlier. But for that attack to be successful, we needed time. We needed to wait. And then once it happened, it was worth the wait. So here's my message to everybody. Given how much we were hoping that the Operation Epic Fury was going to start earlier, but then when it happened much later than we wanted to, we understood why it took that long, and then the rewards for the wait was really justified. Maybe keep that in mind. Maybe like whatever they're planning requires so much preparation and planning to get it right, especially given how much damage a chaotic agent could do with very little force. And maybe once again, we're going to see that it was worth it. It was worth the wait.
From the get-go, I thought that the best strategy would be to strangle them and get as close as you possibly can to the end without alerting them too much and making them think that they're 100% going to lose, so they don't dump radioactive waste into the Persian Gulf, into underground water reservoirs, rig up dynamite in neighborhoods, whatever they want to do, right? Just even poison water, poison food. As soon as you get close to the point where you know you can execute them to a certain threshold, then you build up overwhelming power. And the whole point of this last strike will be to not let them do anything. You take them out so fast, they don't have a chance to do any sort of organized retaliation.
Yeah, exactly.
The more divided they are, the better.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, the way it divided them, it made them a lot less organized. And you know what? Let's end on a positive. I mean, I don't have anything else to share, but let's end on a positive note. Unless you have anything else to share.
I do. You should
Go
say
for
that,
some-
and I'll end off with a Trump imitation by someone who you would have never expected.
Okay. Andrew is saying, remember that Epic Fury took a bit because we were making sure defense was on point based off real-time intelligence. No is the same, especially with the attack on nuclear power plant. Yeah, so basically suggesting what we were just saying again. That's, it takes preparation. Melissa is saying, don't lose faith or hope. Now, don't lose faith or hope now. It will happen and be accomplished. Hopefully you're right, Melissa. Hopefully you're right. All right. And let's see what you have.
All right. Here it is. Let's bring it up. Let's go share.
Remove the apple.
Okay.
Oh my God.
President Trump told me when he first offered me this job, he said, Pete, you have to be tough as shit. Sorry. He did. You ready? They're gonna come after you.
Oh.
And boy, was he right. He was right.
Oh my God, that was so good. That was so good. Oh my God, that was perfect. I loved it. Oh
yeah, guys. Please
wait.
remember-
We forgot to. We have to bring up your channel. Okay, let's see where you are at now. Okay, so let's go back here, and then remove this. Add this. Okay, you're at 735, guys. So close. We're getting Ali to the finish line. Let's put the link to Ali's channel in the chat, guys. Ali's channel is getting so close to 1,000. Please help us get there.
Yes.
So, yes.
Almost there.
Wow, you're great. Almost there. Okay, you guys already did. Good job.
Yeah,
Okay,
appreciate it, guys.
Yep. And also don't forget that Ali and I are on our discussion group on a regular basis. So please also join our discussion group. And this is our discussion group. We have group calls every day. If you go to our calendar section, you can see all our group calls that we have every single day, and you can come and talk to us. So I'll put the link to our discussion group in the chat as well. And you could also scan that QR code at the top left if you want to come to our discussion group. And the link to the discussion group is also in the description. All right, guys. All good?
Yeah, I'll be on the discussion group in an hour and a half. So if you guys do want to talk to me, show up.
Oh, guys, you're right. Ali would be in the discussion group in an hour and a half. So if you want to go talk to him, go there. It's an open discussion group. It's free for everybody to go there, and you could talk to him in the group call, and he will respond to you. So go there. Yeah, it's fun there. And yeah. And again, you could do it by scanning the QR code on the top left, or just look in the description. The link is also in the bio. All right, guys. I'm Israel Chai. Long live America. Javid Shah.
Payende Iran.
There you go. All right, guys. See you guys same time tomorrow.